Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Top Drives. Oh boy, it's time for one of those videos that are not in any category. They're not called Top Drives Gameplay, they're not called Top Drives. This is just a miscellaneous Top Drives video. I like to do this every once in a while when there is something interesting to talk about in the game, and right now I think is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about something that a lot of people have been buzzing about in the community, and there is actually quite a lot of controversy surrounding this currently, and I'm going completely off script? No, I'm going without script here, right? So I have no idea what I will say. I have no idea exactly the words I will pick, so don't worry, this is not some sort of formal and constructed view that I'm going to present to you now. I'm just going to give you my own and personal opinions of on Year of the Tiger. Now, we've had a lot of challenge tags in the past, and we've had several challenge tags that is year of something, right? We have the what did we have? Year of the what did we even have? Dude, my long-term memory is absolutely rubbish, but we've had them. You know how it goes. Chinese New Year once a year. Was it Year of the Dragon? I can't recall. So now, anyways, we have Year of the Tiger, and the thing they've done this time around is that they have made it a curated small list instead of making every single Year of the Tiger car be with the tag Year of the Tiger. For better and worse, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of this, and why I do believe it is both a horrible way of doing things and also quite a nice way of doing things, but executed in such a way that isn't necessarily the way you want to do this if you want to be kind to your player base, but rather it's done in the way to make cars for this specific niche happen. I'll tell you exactly what I mean as we get into it, but let's first of all have a look at the Year of the Tiger list. We have the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which is a either you have it or you don't sort of a deal, since it is a prize car. I'm sure a lot of people may have this one, of course, all of the people who got it as a prize car. But I know the majority of people do not have this, obviously, they do not possess this. So we can kind of get this out of the equation. So left are we with 4 legendaries, 1 very good legendary, 1 okay legendary, and 2 quite bad legendaries. The good one being, of course, the CX-75, also actual in the finals right now. And then we have the Apollo S, the Lamborghini Gallardo LP574 Spider Performante 2nd Gen, and the Bentley Continental Super Sports. Now, these are not very good legendaries, let's be completely honest, right? So I guess you are lucky in a sense if you have one of these cars, because they are not very good and now finally you get to use them, correct? But at the same time, from a opening pack standpoint, you have a 50% chance of getting an absolute rubbish legendary if you do end up getting a legendary, and that's kind of a little bit where the problem lies. I think they have been quite kind by making the other 2 legendaries actually be standout and quite good legendaries, so both of these would be a definite happy moment if you were to get from a pack. And I reckon most pools are basically 50-50 trash or pass anyway, so perhaps it is not as bad as it may look, but it's still a tripe I have, and it's still something I think they have thought through before making this car pool, that they have made it so that 50% chance you get a rubbish legendary that you can't basically use anywhere outside of this, or like in a niche Bentley event or something like that. If it comes to the Bentley, the Lamborghini is just useless. But when it comes down to the epics, we have the BMW M3, which is a prize car, not many people have. We have the Firenze Baby Bertha, which I managed to not get, but I know a lot of people did get this one, so that's good. That's a car that a lot of people have, and you're using it in your pool. I do enjoy that. And then we have a bunch of crappy epics. I've had this, I've fused it. I've had this, I've fused it. you see my point, right? So not a lot of these are going to, like, even this is not a guaranteed keeper, if you know what I mean. So there are a lot of epics that not a lot of people have, and there are really only one singular good epic that isn't a prize car, which is unfortunate considering there are a lot of great epics that do fit the category that did not receive the tag, such as the Nissan, the Silvia, I'll show you. Oh no, not all cars. Let's go my cars. I'll show you. Per instance, right? This one here, 1998. This one would be in the pool. Very, very great car, a car that a lot of people would be happy getting, but it's not in the pool because we have a curated list this time around. I have 3 of these, so I guess I'm not in a seat to complain when it comes to the Volvo actually being there. I'm happy it is, right? But for the general public, you don't have 3 of those, right? So this brings me to sort of my second gripe. Also, what I'm really sad about, let me show you. I can't use these. These are also 98. These are also Year of the Tiger, but all of them are... I have 3 of them, but I can't use any of them. Unfortunate, dude. Unfortunate. I would have had so many legendaries if it wasn't curated. But now... now I've bashed this enough, right? I've bashed it. I've tried to make it. When it comes to the Ultraverse, actually, we have quite a nice pool. I'm not mad at any of these cars. I think this is the only car that is really worthless in the pool. I think every other car is useful in a way or another. So I really do enjoy the ultra rare pool. It's absolutely brilliant. I really do like it. So that's nothing to complain about there, at least. When it comes to the super rares, we have some absolutely atrocious super rares here in the selection. Thankfully, I have every single one except for the Chronos. You better believe I'm going to have the Chronos. You better believe that's always what happens. And of course, I have every single rare in the game now, so in the rare department, I'm completely set as well. When it comes to the uncommons, I'm missing some of them. I'm probably going to have to get some of them. And in the common section, I'm actually only missing 1 common, meaning I probably don't have any trouble there. I have a lot of these maxed as well. I have the Pulsar maxed, I have the Almera maxed. I do believe I have 3 of the 404 maxed. I have the Hoggar maxed. I do believe I have the A6G maxed as well. So you can see I have quite a good low-end garage. But my point is coming now, right? Because we have a curated list, we have less cars that you could potentially need, right? I don't know if you've been with me for the last 2 of these special challenges we had. I don't quite recall which ones it was. But the last 2 challenges we've had, I've not been able to go all the way because I've been missing out. The horror show and the Christmas collection, those are the ones. I haven't been able to go all the way because I've been missing a specific ultra rare, right? Or one of the 2 specific ultra rares. Now, the argument is that with a curated pool, there will not be as many of these cars that you potentially need to have that you are missing. But taking that into consideration, there are still quite a lot of ultras here, meaning that the pool is not really that restricted when it comes to the ultras, meaning that you will still probably be left with 1 or 2 ultras that you need to have. Like, I am already dreading that you need to have the Kisashi. Like, that is not impossible. That they could probably pull a stunt like that because it is 4-wheel drive standard tires. However, I do think this would go instead easily, right? But then they could restrict the RQ to make you need the Kisashi. I don't know if that's what they are trying to go for here. I guess not, but at the same time, I wonder, and will you need a legendary to compete at the very top level, or is 3 of the best epic enough? I don't know. Will I be able to complete this? I don't know. Will the average topdrives player be able to complete the Year of the Tiger challenge? No. I have no doubt in my mind that most 70, 80 maybe % of the player base will not get all the way, that's for sure. This will be sort of like a final almost, where you have like just the top percentage of players actually getting the prize, because this pool seems quite tough. So that's pretty much all of what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to let you know the situation. Obviously the challenges are going to start at some point. I don't know quite when, but we will expect to see them very, very soon. It's the next challenge that is coming up. Lunar New Year has obviously already been, so it will be very interesting to see how this plays and how this gets put into action, and how they decide to utilize the different rarities this time around, because they have very much made a way smaller and more curated list. I think the last tag, the Christmas collection, we had way more cars, did we? I don't even remember, but we can just, if we look at all cars here, you can see they've made it like one of the other curated challenges. So I guess Christmas collection they didn't have that many, but I remember the last year of the whatever it was, I don't recall, was it Year of the Dragon? I don't know. We had every single car from that year being included in the pool, instead of just a curated list of whichever cars Hutch would like to include, right? And as I said, it's for better and for worse. I don't see it as a direct negative change. I don't see it as a direct positive change. It's just somewhere in the middle, and I'm really also in the middle of how to feel about it. I guess time will tell when the actual challenges roll around and we see how tough they are. We can make a decision based on that if this was a good or a bad change. However, I would like for them to actually tell us beforehand that guys, we are going to have a curated list this time around, so perhaps you shouldn't be collecting Year of the Tiger cars every single Year of the Tiger car you come across, because they might not be put into play. That's sort of like a little bit of a tripe I have as well, because I know a lot of people have been maxing out cars for Year of the Tiger in advance, because we would expect it to be just like any other Lunar New Year event where every single car is liable if it is indeed in the correct yearage, which is not the case this time around. But that is what it is. But I would like to hope that the next time around we will get a answer or some sort of information on whether the next time around will be a curated list, or if we will go back to the concept of having every single car again. We will see how they decide to do it. I'm not super mad at this change though. I see it as an interesting change. However, I think the car pool is definitely missing out some of those keepers that people already have, and I think that is kind of done on purpose. You can kind of see it in the car choices. However, that's kind of the way you make a game, right? It's a business model. You have to understand that, of course, as a player as well. But I wish they could keep in some more of the keepers, except for like, because if you look at the epics, we really only have the Volvo, which is a concrete keeper that is the prize car that they've kept in. So yeah. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents about it. I would like for this discussion to keep going on in the comment section. If you have anything you would like to share about Year of the Tiger, if you want to talk about your opinion on the whole ordeal, or if you want to ask me something further and what my stance is on that, then please do drop a comment down below. Also, if you did enjoy today's discussion video, you can like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Top Drives content from me. If you wanted to have a forum where you can constantly discuss things like this, check out my Top Drives Discord server. It's called the Top Drives Hideout. It's completely free to join, and we have over 1,500 members already. You can check it down below in the description, as well as my Instagram page if you want to see what I'm currently maxing out, and my Patreon if you do want to support me further and be there when I do my biggest pack opening videos in my private Discord server. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Top Drives. Until next time, stay safe, have a good one, take care of one another, and goodbye, guys.